I'm super happy to be here. I'm Casey. I'm the founder of attractwithcasey.com, and what I do is I specialize at helping network marketers build their home businesses online using attraction marketing. So here we are, it's Wednesday, I'm always here at 1 o'clock, so I'm super psyched that you're here as well. And we'll continue on with today. So we're going to talk about Luke and Yoda, and how you can be Yoda, how you are not Luke when you are posting about your business, whether that's your product or your service or your opportunity on Facebook. So I want to tell you a little story. So last week my husband Mike shot me a text and he said I'm having a terrible morning. He was sitting in his office. He is in cubicle hell but with an office, and he said, I am listening through my office wall to the district manager's office next door, and I'm listening to my boss getting fired right now. So the next Monday, he has a new boss. So the boss is like, not in the same state, right? So he calls up to the team here in Austin from California, and he's going on and on about his credentials and rah team and all this stuff. And well, my husband's team is a bunch of engineers and they're really not into that kind of stuff, so they didn't really care what the guy's credentials were. They didn't want to hear about where he went to school, what his other jobs were, why he thought he was so amazing. They didn't even want his rah team, this is what we're doing, this is going to be awesome. What they really wanted to know was, what is your travel policy? Because their major pain point with the other guy was having to travel all the time. And that was really all that they cared about. So they had to listen to all that other stuff because they were stuck in this meeting. And they were employees. So they can't just leave even though they're not interested in what the meeting is about. When you are posting stuff on social media, anybody who clicks over and they don't like what you have to say, they don't have to stick around. They'll just leave. They'll click to something else. So it can't be about you. I mean, people don't really care about you. Your warm market loves you. Your cold market out there, the people who don't really know you yet, they're not listening just because they think you're cool. They're listening because they think you can help them with something that they're struggling with, something that they really want to achieve, some problem that they have, some misconception that's really pulling them down. So they're not there to listen to you. They're there to figure out how to make their lives better. So if you are trying to make their life better, then they're going to listen. All right? So let's make this practical. All right? You got to be the expert. You got to be somebody who knows something that's important to somebody else and can share it. And then, maybe you can still make a suggestion, and that can lead to the thing that you really care about, which is making a sale, signing somebody up for your team, that kind of stuff. But that's not the primary objective of the people who are listening. So you need to give value to them first, and then you can get to what you want after you've given them what they want. It's kind of a Jim Rohn thing, right? So Monday I posted a video of Tyson Zahner doing the Daily Dose of Awesome, and he talked a little bit about this. Now he has a thing that he calls the 3 S's. And those 3 S's are not sell. They are study, share, and suggest. And that is how this works, and this is how basically attraction marketing works. This is the whole thing that we do. So first you study, you learn something that's valuable to other people, and maybe you're already an expert at something. That's awesome. If you're just getting started out and you don't feel like an expert, that's fine. Pick up a book that you know that people in your target market are reading. Pick up a magazine that they're reading. Watch the Facebook Lives that they're watching. Read the blogs that they're reading. And get some information that you know is going to be relevant to them. Put your own little spin on it. Add a story that really has some meaning to you. And then repackage it. Don't plagiarize it, but repackage it in a form that they can use that's going to be super useful to them. Something that you can share. All right? And when you're done sharing, then you can suggest to them that they might get even more value by doing something else that has something to do with you. For example, going to your website, checking out your YouTube channel, something like that. So that's your study, share, and suggest. So let's talk a little bit about a couple examples, ways that you can put this into practice right now. So my first example, let's say your company has this great new product that you're super excited about. So for our company, we're all super psyched about this hand cream that they just came out with that they totally sold out of within like 3 weeks. And everybody's mad because now they can't get it. Okay, so let's say you're excited about this new hand cream or something, and you're gonna go on Facebook Live on your personal Facebook page, and you talk about all the great ingredients in there, everything that you learned that makes it so different, all the ingredients, all the benefits, all these little details about the hand cream and how much you think it's amazing, and then how much does it cost, how was it designed, all this stuff, and then you're gonna, hey, if anybody wants to buy this hand cream, and you're like holding it up, I'm gonna give it away free to the first person who personal messages me. Get your free hand cream right now. So the deal is, none of your friends went on Facebook this morning to learn about hand cream or protein powder or weight loss belt or whatever it is that your company sells. They went there to hear some really interesting, funny, or sad stories from their friends. So what you gotta do is you gotta tell them the story, and you gotta get inside their head. Okay, so when I'm thinking about hand cream as a hand cream user and not a hand cream seller, it's because it was, oh, thank God, it was there in my purse when I was looking for it. It was there in my car when I was looking for it, and I really needed it. Or it wasn't. Oh no, what did I do? These bottles are all empty. Or I went to use it in the car and it squirted all over my pants while I'm driving. It's like all over the steering wheel, it's squirting all over, and it's just leaving these greasy mess on my pants. Or I put it on my hands and now I'm trying to touch my phone and there's grease everywhere. So these are the kind of hand cream thoughts that I have in a day. So if you had a hand cream to sell and you went on and all you said was, hey, I just found this new stuff, it's really cool because when I squeeze a bottle, even if it's been sitting in my hot car, it doesn't actually squirt all over me like the last one that I used. And the really cool thing is it comes to my door every month, so I never run out. I've got bottles of this stuff everywhere, and it is amazing. It smells great. I love it. It's not greasy. Really cool. And you just leave it at that. Now, if one of your friends is like, oh my God, that sounds amazing, they're going to let you know. The next time they see you, they're going to ask you about it. They might personal message you about it. They might leave a comment. Hey, what is that stuff? That's great. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. Because you read their mind, right? You became a mind reader. And so they're impressed with that. Now you're an expert on hand cream because you knew exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for hand cream that didn't run out and that wasn't going to squirt all over me. You knew that. You said things like that. And now I think you're a mind reader. So that's what you want to be. You want to be Yoda. You're the expert. You're giving me all the things that I want before I even know that I need them. And that makes me trust you. Okay, so let's get to another example. Let's say you want to get to be a real pro at this, and you've got something in mind. Some product, some service, or opportunity, something like that. So what you want to think about is, who do you want to reach? Okay, not everybody in the world, okay? If you're 55 years old, your target market is probably not 25-year-olds. It's probably someone around your age range. Maybe you want to focus on your own gender. Maybe not. That's okay. If you want to kind of niche it down to, I really like people who like cats, or they've got this hobby or whatnot, you can really niche it down if you're going to reach out to a really broad audience. And then what you want to do is you want to get inside the head of those people. What are the things that they really want that have to do with your product? What are the things that they really hate that have to do with your product, and how do you get from one to the other? So here's an example. Let's say you sell a weight loss product and you've got this great protein powder that people can use, to keep from being hungry all the time. That's cool. All right, so you've got this list, and then you're going to create some content that's going to talk to people about what they're trying to get, where they are, and how you're going to get them from one place to the other. And then you want to ask for some sort of interaction, and then you want to actually interact with the people who interact with you about that thing. But whatever you do, don't mention your company name, don't mention your product, don't show your product. You want to keep that for the people who are coming at you, so that you can control the information that they get, and they can't just go say, oh, well, that was the thing, and now I'm going to Google it, and now they hate it. All right. So let's say your target is women who need to lose some weight around the midsection. All right, there's a lot of those out there. So some benefits that they might look forward to, things that are going to get them really excited. One could be that their pants are going to be loose. They're actually going to fit into like a whole wardrobe in their closet that they haven't worn in years. They're really looking forward to that. They can go shopping in their own closet, all right? So some things that they might be worried about, they're tired of their muffin top, they don't want to hide in their loose-fitting clothes anymore, they've been avoiding the mirror. Okay, so these could be some of your lists, right? So you want to pick one or two of the benefits that they want and a couple of the pains that they're trying to avoid, and then you're going to provide some content about how they can get there. Maybe you've got a top 5 things about how to lose belly fat, and your product fits under maybe the third one of those. And so when you get to number 3, you can say, yeah, I've got this product that I've been using that really helped me with this. And then you go on to number 4, and you go on to number 5, and then everybody's like, hey, what was that thing in number 3 that you were using? I want to know. Or maybe you just have a really great recipe and you say, okay, I use this protein powder in this recipe, and you give the whole recipe, and this is like the key ingredient is this protein powder that I use, but you don't tell them what it is, right? So maybe if 35 people are going to watch this thing, or they're going to see your recipe, and they already have a protein powder that they love, so they don't care what one you're using, but then you've got 5 who are like, well, I've never bought a protein powder before, which one do you recommend? Or maybe they don't like the one that they use and they want to change, so they're going to ask you, and then you can tell them what you recommend. You become the expert. You've got this recipe up there, and then they want to know what you have. All right? So you can do something like this on your personal profile. Could be a Facebook Live, could be a picture, could be an article, could be a little story, and that's great. But if you're not really getting a lot of response from the people on your Facebook page that you're already friends with, then you do still have some options. You know, so if you're having trouble, like you've tried things like this before in the past on your Facebook profile and you're just not getting any results, drop me a 2 in the comments below. All right, so I have the same problem when I talk about my stuff. I rarely get that much interaction. Apparently whatever I'm selling, the people that I know right now, they're not super psyched about it. So you've got some options if your warm market that you have right now is not really into what you're doing. You can add more friends and hope that those new people on your personal profile are going to be more interested the next time you post. Or you can just start completely from scratch and start building a new warm market somewhere else. All right? So you're going to go to the place where the people who want your stuff are hanging out. And even if you don't know them at all, and you're going to start giving them content that's really valuable to them. So this could be Pinterest or Instagram. You could start a Facebook group that has a topic of whatever your thing is, and you're going to start posting quality in there, and people are going to find your group and join it. It could be a fan page with the same type of stuff. You know, however you're going to find people to come in there, you know, that's a whole different Facebook Live. So, you know, you want to attract people not by going to somebody else's group and posting your link. Okay, so don't do that. Don't spam stuff in other people's groups. And keep it at quality. So even if it's your group, you're still not posting your links all over the place. You're still not doing lots of posts about your product. You're still delivering quality. So that even people who don't want to buy right now are still going to they're going to start to trust you, because you're not just sell all the time. You're learning, you're studying, you're sharing, and maybe you're suggesting, but you're not selling all the time. So this is the essence of attraction marketing. You give value, people respond to the value, and then you can make a suggestion about how they might get even more value than what you're already giving away free. That you've got something else that's even better if they're willing to give you their email address, for example, or if they want to, you know, throw in a couple of bucks for something that you've created, or something that somebody else has created that you have the rights to sell. So if this sounds really interesting, then I invite you to learn more. So there's a couple options. I've got a 10-day free email bootcamp that you can sign up for. It lays out for you exactly how attraction marketing works. This is how I've done what I've done. Just hit the link in the description and just let me know where to send it. And you'll get 10 days of free emails from my mentor, Fernie, and it's going to really fill in a lot of the gaps for you and really get you thinking about if this is something that you want to do more of. And if you have any questions at all, based on what you heard here, based on what you see in the email, feel free to message me at any time. Drop me a line. I really love to answer questions, and I want to be your Yoda, alright? I want to hear from you, and I want to help you be the hero of your own story. So go ahead and get out there, guys, and go learn more value if you need to, and start sharing it in a way that people really respond to because they know that you care and you're reading their minds.